What's up, guys? It's DJ Derby who's here, and here is my official Bioshock Infinite review. And I know a lot of you saying this guy is a noob. He's just now recording. He's just now recording a review for it. That is not the truth because I've actually had this game. I think 5 days after it came out, about a week after it came out, I got it, and I was playing it on a laptop then. But I actually beat it twice on the laptop, which was horrible. It was the laggiest thing I've ever done. And I decided just to take it all in because I'm one of those people who doesn't just want to get on the game, play a couple hours of it, and review it. I want to I almost took a whole year playing through this game because it's one of my favorite games ever. But yeah, you won't be hearing the sound of the game, but you can read the subtitles or whatever. Because I don't exactly want to do like a non-live commentary. I like doing live commentaries. I think it's easier that way. So we're just gonna do this, and I'm gonna give my review on what I liked, what could have been better, and sorry, uh, and what I hope to see from another sequel. Because Irrational Games probably gonna make a better game, and I mean, not better, because this game is it's like one of the best games I've ever played. Okay, so we're gonna start off with the things that I really liked, and this is just going off the top of my head. I decided that I'd do it today because I finished it for the fourth time yesterday, and I'm ready. Okay, so voice acting, perfect. I love the voice acting in this game. It was awesome. The scenery was great. I love the scenery. And we're just gonna walk through. I will be doing an official playthrough, and everything you could have gone. Like, I know a lot of the other games now that you could have just been like invisible wall here, but it's not an invisible wall. It's like a lot more exploration than the other Bioshock games, I think, with like the open city and stuff, because people are like, oh, it's just like a linear objective. And I mean, that's true, but at the same time, you don't have to go to that next place. You can explore every building, explore everything for what you need. And also the progression of things in the game, like I really like the way how they well, not really expression. Oh, and yeah, this is one of my favorite parts. This is really one of my favorite parts right here, where you see the character's face, and I think for an FPS that was amazing because I know it's nothing special, but in FPSs nowadays you get like you're a person, you like to blow stuff up, and you're in the army in an FPS, so go do it, and sometimes without even a good story. So this game, like, just seeing the protagonist's face, you know that you are the protagonist, and you'll go through his feelings and emotions. And I thought that was amazing, a really good game design. That thing at the beginning, I really liked it. That phone is not working. Um, be prepared. He's on his way. You must stop him. See. Yeah. There's a whole lot of stuff in this game that I loved. There's a whole lot of stuff I didn't like too. I mean, not a whole lot, well, a lot of stuff, because there's a lot of stuff they could have done but didn't do. Um, yeah, just gonna walk upstairs now. And the scenery in this game is just like the scene right here. Just looking out the window, it gives you a sense of being dreary. Like, it sets a good tone for what this game is. Like, uh, this is major spoilers, but as you shoot up into the sky, you go from this place to what could literally be heaven if it didn't have all the problems. And the ending to this game, loved it, phenomenal. I finished it last night, and again, and I'm just sitting here like I'm thinking. It literally blew my mind. I was dumbfounded for a few minutes, just sitting there looking at the credits roll by, and it was crazy. Okay. And it was just crazy. I was just sitting there like, the people who wrote this game are amazing. See, and you see like the fire out there over the city. the fires going on that Booker sees later in the dreary scene. It's all dreary. It's just you get a sense of everything is just it's just terrible. Everything is bad. So you get up here, and as you can see, there's fire going over there. Fire goes in over and over there. It's just foggy. It's raining. It's wet. It's just messed up. It's just, you know. I really didn't like this puzzle though, because it's just like it introduces a mechanic that's never used for the rest of the game. Like this is literally the only minute that you'll play with this part. Okay, so ring key, scroll once, bell twice, that twice. And like, you know, that could have been a cool puzzle mechanic for later in the game, but they didn't keep it. They only used it for this one thing, and they give you the solution. And I mean, I know people don't come on BioShock to play a puzzle game, but a couple of puzzles here and there just to keep the mind going, to keep you away from like the shooting everything, because there's a lot of shooting in this game that could have been without. You know, just like, seriously, did you really need to have all that shooting? Because like Booker, the whole thing was, oh, I don't want to, I can kill these men, but I don't want to. So I'm just like, then why? Because he spends a lot of the game killing people without, you know, worrying about it. So I was just like, I mean, why have this puzzle mechanic here? That's a cool thing. I liked it, but only have it once in the game. Same thing with the Silent Boys. I don't actually know their proper name, but I really like the design of them. They were just creepy. The asylum, you hit them, everyone came and attack you. The first thing, like, you can dodge around them. You can dodge around them for sure. And before I go in the scene, I want to explain this. You can dodge around them for sure, but the first time you meet them, you look at them, and then you have to shoot him, where then all the people from the asylum will come and kill you. Well, they'll try to kill you. They only have sticks and stuff when you have like the strongest guns at the game at that point. But you just stand, you have to shoot it, or you can't get through, which I thought was a really stupid mechanic, because you can go through the rest of them hiding from them. So they should have made at least a way that you could hide from them at the beginning, but they threw straight into it having to shoot them, so, you know, you just kind of have to figure out you could hide from them, which is pretty simple, dodging the lights and stuff, really easy stealth mechanics, and I like that, but, like, having to shoot that first one, and, I mean, you know, it introduces that they can do that, but I don't think they should have made it where you have to shoot it. And this part was done really well. I liked it. But I always felt this was weird, like, whenever you were put in there, since you know, it's put in a first-person point of view, but it would spin your head around, like, all the way around, like, Booker could actually do that. And I like, this is like a throwback to the original Bioshock, which is one of my favorite games of all time. All the Bioshock games are really, except I didn't really like Bioshock 2. Okay, so here we go. Here's the part that I was talking about. It's all dreary. Everything's just sad. And then you're ascending, you keep going higher, and then boom. All the sadness seems to, like, go away. And it really does look like a version of heaven, like a city in the sky. And it's actually a really good transition from what Bioshock was. Because, I mean, don't get me wrong, I had Bioshock when I was like 5, because I was that young when it came out. And I used to be terrified of that game. It took me till I came back around 8 till I actually beat it, and that in Bioshock 2. But Bioshock 2 wasn't really that scary, because you're like, you're a big daddy, you know, drill holes in people, you're strong. But as this one, the Bioshock Infinite and the original Bioshock showed, you can be vulnerable. You can definitely be vulnerable. Like, you are not invincible, which is why I didn't really like Bioshock 2. Bioshock 2, like, Bioshock 1, one of my favorites. Bioshock Infinite, one of my favorites. One of my least favorites was, one of my least favorite games was Bioshock 2. And I really, because I'll be making a lot of comparisons, I really like this part. Like, the lighting was done well. I like the clockwork going down. And the scripture, or I'm not sure you call it scripture, I don't know what you call it. I'm not that smart. Well, I mean, whatever. Okay. Yeah. It's a very, like, I wanted to script it. I wanted to write what I liked, so I'd be very professional. But let's face it, guys. I'm one of the laziest people that you'll ever meet in your entire life. So I didn't want to script it. I just want to do it off my head because these are my real feelings that I'm talking about here. I really like the way the mosaic, not mosaic, is it mosaic? I don't know. I really like the way the stained glass was done throughout the beginning of the game and near the end of the game, especially in the asylum. I really, really like that part. I like this part all as well. Um, okay. Yeah. I probably shouldn't be talking about what's going on. It's kind of like a playthrough. Or maybe I should make it a playthrough. Because I remember that I did a playthrough before. It just didn't work out so well. Okay, whatever. It's kind of a playthrough, kind of a review. Mostly a review, hopefully, is what you guys feel. But, I really like the way this game was done. Let's move on to the things that I really didn't like about this game. Number one, it didn't really bring anything new to the table mechanic-wise. It's still just a basic shoot things with a good story. Like Deus Ex. Deus Ex is a really good example for that. I really felt like um, it had good shooting parts, except for the boss levels. It had good shooting parts, but it had a really good story too. Which this one had really, really good story, really phenomenal writing. But like mechanic wise, it's just like run here, shoot that, go to the next tower, shoot that. Nothing really new. And it's interesting, but nothing new to the table. Just like every other Call of Duty clone there is out there, Battlefield, whatever. And that's not always a bad thing because they focused a lot on the story, which I enjoyed. And when it all boils down to that, I just mostly about story for me. I'm a real more of a story guy than I am a shoot stuff guy. I liked the way the audio logs were done. Like it felt vintage whenever I was listening to them. Which not a lot of audio logs did. I remember the original Bioshock did, but the second Bioshock didn't really. System Shock, I did pretty well. Going the wrong way. Anyway, so yeah. Another thing I didn't like. Um, I mean, I know it was kind of a shocker at the end. At the ending, major spoilers coming up here. So if you're still watching this, I don't know why, because there's going to be spoilers. I don't know. I haven't played this game yet. This game's perfect, so I'd play it. Play it, definitely. Um, I really like this hallway part. It was pretty cool with the water running down. And the graphics, again, aren't too revolutionary. But I like the style of it. It's very different from the old Bioshock. I mean, not different, but a lot more brighter. A lot more colors. These people really creep me out. I really like this part because this was a major nod to the end of the game at the very beginning. Easter eggs. There is actually an Easter egg. I just feel like I should talk about. I feel like I should talk about at least one Easter egg. So I'm watching Doctor Who, right? The very episode I'm on is the one where he becomes human nature, and he uses a stopwatch to store himself in. So I go into a room and there's a doctor's bag. I click it, and right next to the stopwatch it says "Part of me." It whispers, and I'm just like, what? I mean, like it may or may not be a Doctor Who reference. I don't know, but I'm just crazy about it. And this part right here is the thing that blew my mind. See, they almost just drowned Booker in Columbia, and at the end of the game, Elizabeth drowns Booker in a river. And this room right here will hold our baby daughter, which is Elizabeth. I really like the way this was done. See, like, you see up there in Columbia, it's all good. But down here, everything's on fire because Columbia's taking it down. And yet, you still feel like Columbia is perfect. And the down world is terrible. Just like they did in Rapture. In Rapture, everything was terrible. But here, everything's light. I don't think there's splicers, actually. I don't remember that much. I have to play through it again. Because I want to. It's going to be quite a long video, but I haven't uploaded in a while, so it'll be good. Yeah. I really like the writing in this game. Did I mention that? I do like the writing in this game. Skyhooks. What else could you say? Have you ever wanted to like zip line through rails and shoot people? That's a new mechanic. And I was crazy about that mechanic. I love that mechanic. I was really looking forward to it. But there's a lot of mechanics that they didn't include. Like there was the Vox Populi would have suicides that would run in with grenades and try to kill you. That was cut from the final game. A lot of the stuff I was looking forward to that I saw in Game Informer was cut from the final game, which it was okay. It made me a little sad. This was a really good level for exploration, which I really liked. Like the buildings floating down, you could just enter them at your whenever you want to. Check it out, take some stuff. You know, it's really cool. Yeah, some dialogue parts. Trying not to hang around that. I'm just gonna be walking through and reviewing what I remember, what I see. Statues in this game, art design in this game, beautiful. Loved it. Um, Showing the joy of the kids playing versus Rapture, where there's no joy at all. Metal Horses, I really like the cool design of like everything's motorized in some way. I didn't like this place at all because it's like it's just explaining some of the story, but I just seemed like it was a pointless time. Just him pointing. Oh, he said, come on, let's go to Columbia." And I mean, Elizabeth. And the AD on your hand that you saw, I thought was pretty cool idea. At the very end of the game, you find out that you actually gave up Elizabeth. You actually gave up Elizabeth or Anna, as her name actually is. She was your daughter, and they put AD on your arm, so if you on your hand, so if you ever came to save her, they would be able to find you. I just thought that was a really cool thing. Banana health kit. Yeah. What they could have done, added a few more mechanics. Like, um, I really didn't like the way that the vigors were done in this game. People may say, "Oh no, it's really cool," but with the vigors or plasmids or whatever you want to call them, like it kind of like upgraded, even though it's further back in time, or maybe it's ahead of time. No, it's 1912, which is before Rapture, where they just drink it, which is a lot less painful than injecting yourself with the plasmids, and it's all the same powers. Uh, there's a couple of powers that I did like that they did change, which was Return to Cinder and Bucking Bronco, which I liked. But I mean, come on. I like the way like the people are just interacting, talking like nothing is going on, which I mean, nothing to them is going on. So it's just taking on normal lives instead of everyone just being running around being frantic. Oh, Lutece. I love this part. Easter egg's amazing. Look at this. There's Lutece. Juggling the balls, which one happens to be 37, which I thought was really cool. And they're not there now. Lutece are two of my favorite characters from any game. They're so mysterious, and when you find out who there are, they're still mysterious because you don't know enough about them. You need more audio logs. This is one of the games where I ended up reading the listening to all the audio logs. I like the training for the Vigors here. Even though these are really easy games, it's a really cool like way of a tutorial instead of saying, okay, we're going to put you inside and you're going to follow all this. Which I thought was really cool, a really cool tutorial on how to play things. Swag, give me my stuff. But I found it weird they just give out this stuff to random people as if they're going to need to use it. I like this though, the shooting part, which is a really cool way to show the tutorial on how to shoot stuff. Yeah, it's a really cool part. Why, thank you. Yeah, but that's a cool way to do a tutorial. This is a cool way to introduce the vending machine. Bucking Bronco, how much is it? 375. I can get that. Because Bucking Bronco is one of my favorites. I can probably get that. I need to get 10. Okay, need to get 10. This is a playthrough. This isn't a review. This is just an unprofessional, like, review playthrough thing. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Yeah, I guess it's just a playthrough. I think I uploaded one before, but this is an official playthrough. How do I get more money? You're stupid. I hate you. I hated fighting those guys. Oh, this is gonna be a long episode. Nothing, you're creepy. I hate you. I don't remember saying this before. Because I didn't explore enough. He's fighting a mechanican. Mechanican? Yes. Yeah, I want some popcorn. Sweet caramel. Extra sweet. She really creeped me out. Okay. Yep. Yeah, I don't care. I like those little tutorial things. They're pretty cool. Yeah, shut up. I kind of felt like that was psychic paper, which I love. I love Doctor Who. I wonder what it's gonna be. I like that. Okay, well, this is the end of episode 1 of what I've decided will be a playthrough. Um, and an unofficial review. Now I feel bad that I didn't have the sound on this whole time, so you missed all that, so. Sorry, but you still heard my voice, which you probably don't care about, but whatever. Come back next time, and we'll play some more. Goodbye.